Bardo here. I promised to do something with APIs, so I picked a nice use case, and I'm going to share my screen. Here it is, Google Maps platform, and the web service is called Address Validation API. There is a nice demo page. I will add it in the link to the comments. And you can see here that I can try and test address validation. So I put the address of team 14 here, and I'm going to validate. And then basically, you can see here that it's working. And you can see here that I'm getting all kinds of stuff confirmed. So Google is sure that the address is there, it exists. Normally, when we build something with APIs, we always first test it on Postman. So you can see how it works. So here you can see that we're posting here. We're using this URL. We're using certain authentication. And we're sending this small message, an address line. And this is actually the full address line. And then Google will figure out that Netherlands is the Netherlands. And then he'll figure out the cities, etc., and the full address details. You can see already here that I tested it, so I run it, and then you can see that I'm getting results. So that's exactly how it should be. Then how does that work in Lobster? Well, in Lobster, you can see here that I created this sub profile, and this sub profile I'm going to call from my profile. So in my profile, I'm going to tell him this is the address that I want to be validated, and then please give me back the results. So you can see here the same link that I used now with the key. The key, of course, saved as a constant. This is all JSON. What's happening here in this phase 3, you can see that here we have the result that we're going to get back from Google. And that result that we're getting back from Google actually is linked in an easy manner. If I go here to find the link, you can see that this is the name and this is how it was linked. So I'm just getting back name, street, number, city, postal code, and country. So that's fairly simple. And then from the profile, I will call the subprofile. So here now I'm using dummy data, but normally you would just do something. You will just create something, an order, and you want to check an address. So that's how it would normally work. So normally this will just be some data. In this case, it's just dummy data. And here is the subprofile. That is this one that I'm calling. And I'm using this thing called address line. And I'm using this variable called message call variable, message call address line. And so here you can see that I'm calling this address. And here I'm actually calling that subprofile. And this address line, this message call address line, you can see it here in the subprofile in the phase 2, 1, I meant 1. You can see here that actually that's the one that we are filling. So that's it. Looks good. Then here, I ran it before, so I'm just gonna look it up. So here I ran it before, and so I'm running it here just on a fake data set that doesn't really matter, fake file. So I'm just gonna run it again, restart it based on this file. Everything is filled out already, so I'm just using this to start the process. And then now, when I now say, okay, what happens? So you can see that I'm running it here as this demo, and then he's calling the subprofile. Here you don't see much now, but if I go back to the actual profile, then you can test it back up based on today, search. And because I ran it before, he's now not showing this really well. Oh, that's a pity, but it is the same thing. So you can see here that he said the address line was this one, the call subprofile was true. And if I look at the subprofile call, you can see that I'm getting these results back. These are the results that I wanted, so that looks good. So when I test it again, see that this is the result that I'm getting back from Google. See, it is not so hard. So yeah, I believe it is a nice way to do it with a subprofile. You can reuse that a lot. It's just it's a good, decent setup. Yeah, I guess there are many ways. Bye.